Friday. Made it. Another week. Happy Friday. Third, 3-3, nice numbers today. 3-3-2-3. It's a really great Friday because it's your last Friday before the Friday that sends you off to spring break. Just 1 week away, an entire week off of school. It's going to be great. So we're going to get that break. Birthday shoot. Happy almost birthday. It's going to be a great way to celebrate. We're at the start of spring break. Week-long birthday celebration off of school. A lot of fun things, I'm sure. Anybody have any plans yet for spring break? Fun plans? Still a week away. Still got plans now. I'm sure some fun things will come on. At the very least, hope you're going to relax. Enjoy sleeping in for a little bit. Staying in place, sleeping in. Playing some games. Watching movies. Hanging out with friends. That's all you need. We're also starting our new cycle today. Or kind of started last time, but our 5th cycle of the school year. 5 and 6. 1 more to go after this. Just 1 more report card after this one. Final grades. Final exams. STAR tests. All those final things of the school year coming up pretty quickly here. We move on to cycle 5. Cycle 4 is done. Report cards were supposed to go out today. I think there was some kind of delay. They'll probably get it sometime next week now. But those cycle 4 report cards are coming. Learn from that, see what your grades are, see if you've improved or not. I will say just in general, I feel like cycle 4 step down for most of us in the class here. A lot of lower grades on the cycle 4 on that report card. A lot of A's turned into B's, B's into C's, and then more failures than normal. So a little concerning. We're going to work on that. We don't want you to keep going down this time of the school year. Right at the very end, we need to get you going up in those grades, up in that preparedness for the STAR test coming up here pretty soon. We're going to refocus a little bit here. That's some of you are asking about the headphones. So I figured just for right now, one of the reasons maybe some of the grades are dropping is the headphones. I'm a little too distracting now. I'm a bit too comfortable with the headphones. I'm starting to, maybe some of us starting to listen to music more than actual reading or doing the assignments. You have that temptation to watch videos and play games, sort of distraction from the work. So just seeing the overall quality and effort of a lot of the assignments that I've been trying to not as much as they used to be. So hopefully just getting rid of that distraction for a little bit will help. So we gotta get those grades up. Want you all to pass. Very important, you have to pass this class. English is a required class to move on to the 7th grade. So if you don't pass this class, then you're at risk of having to do the 6th grade again next year. So nobody wants to do. I don't want that for you. So if it'll help, not to punish you, but it's really trying to help you. We'll see. But for now, 6th grade from headphones. I feel like I've seen more and more distractions over the past few weeks and months. So sorry, I think we have to focus back on reading, back on learning the English language, and not just having something on your screen while you listen to music and watch videos. The second part of that, and maybe to help a little bit, is with the bathroom breaks. We have a lot of people that go on a regular basis, gone for a long time. So you're missing out on finishing your assignments, and then you forget to finish them or don't finish them. So the grades go down, verbal on the pass. So things from now on, just for now, for the bathroom breaks, only after you finish the classwork for the day. Okay, so once you finish the classwork for the day, you need to go to the restroom. You can go then, but only after I've checked it. check their classwork also. I feel like some people are just rushing to turn things in so they can get to their music or get to their free time or get to the restroom. So also not helping, it's not really focusing on the work. So you need to check it first though. You have to make sure that the effort was put in, you tried your best before you leave the class. Okay? Yeah, that's a fun issue, but just need to try to find ways to make a little change in the cycle. We're starting to see a negative impact. The restrooms, you need to go, you can go just after you finish your classwork and after a check. And then for the reading, there's no headphones. Gotta focus on that reading. We're gonna see from there. So we're covering our persuasive topic right now. So just kind of review what that is with this example. It's kind of fitting actually. So we get back into our persuasive writing. Persuasive comes from the word persuade. To persuade someone. It's like when you want to get something or convince somebody of something. Like right now, I want you to pass the 6th grade. You get better grades to pass the 6th grade. So I want to persuade you to do that. I want you to pass the 6th grade. So the first thing we talked about with persuasion was claim last time. So the claim is what you actually want to do. So my claim would be I want you to pass the 6th grade. That's kind of what a claim is. What you want to happen when you're trying to persuade the other people of. So that's my claim. Evidence is the other thing we talked about with persuasive writing. Evidence, that's the proof. If you're going to convince somebody of something, persuade them, usually helps if you have some kind of proof for them to believe it. So in my example here, my proof, my evidence, for my claim of wanting you to get better grades to pass the school year would be the next progress report, the next report card. Those are proof. You can see higher grades there, then we know it worked a little bit. So the evidence is the proof. Last up was the audience. We talked about audience as well. You are the audience to me right now. Audience are the ones being spoken to, the ones that you're writing to, the ones you're trying to convince, trying to persuade. And we talked about how that's very important because who your audience is should determine how you persuade them. If I'm trying to persuade you to pass the 6th grade, how I do that, how I say it, how I try to persuade you, might be different than if I was trying to convince a group of 1st graders to pass the 1st grade, or a group of seniors to pass high school, or college students to get their degree. Everyone's different. I wouldn't persuade a group the same. I wouldn't try to persuade a bunch of college students like they're 1st graders. That would be weird. It wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't work. I wouldn't try to convince 1st graders like they're college students. Way over their head. They're 1st graders. That wouldn't make any sense. So it wouldn't work. I would fail. I would fail at persuading if I use the wrong audience. So audience is very important. That's the number one thing. If you're going to persuade somebody of something, you have to know who they are, what they like, what they know, how they think, and everything you say or write or do should be pointed at that. So audience is very, very important. Today we're going to take our first look at what persuasive writing looks like, and all that together that we talked about in the story article. Screen stopped working. Alright, well in Canvas, I'll have to reset it. In Canvas, you have 2 things for today's module. Number 1 is the reading. It's called Reading the Black Hole of Technology. So you're going to read this article called The Black Hole of Technology. You might know the term black hole, scientific term. Alright, combine that with technology. What could that mean?